My greetings, fellow modelers and guests of the channel. I have long wanted to make a model of the training aircraft Aero L-39 Albatros. I had two old sets from Kopro, and recently bought another one from the Ukrainian manufacturer IOM-Kit. Both models are in the 72nd scale. So it is possible to compare these sets. The kit from IOM-Kit offers to assemble a model of the Ukrainian training board in pixel painting. The box has a board with the number 73 painted on it. What is inside? In the middle we have tightly packed frames with parts and glue. Let's open up. Let's start with the instructions. It is of average quality and detail, as if everything is clear. There is a painting scheme, but it is black and white, but this is not a problem for a model for its price, and for pixel painting it is advisable to use masks from aftermarket manufacturers. The instructions contain information for Humbrol paints and Ukrainian paint manufacturers Arcus and Homa. The decal is of a very small size. It contains board numbers, identification marks, and several other small decals. Of course I would like more technical inscriptions. The cockpit light is made in sections, the plastic is quite thin and transparent, there are also landing lights on the frame. A detail of the exhaust pipe is also made of transparent plastic. The parts of the plane are placed on two frames of gray plastic. The frame is stamped south front, although it is most likely a repack. There is a small grate that can be easily polished. The imitation of seams on the model is internal. The set offers a choice of different suspension options, and the possibility to make a version of the L-39ZA, with an under-fuselage container with a machine gun and bombs on 4 pylons. Let's move on to the next model. It came to me packed in a zip bag. Frames with parts are tightly packed in a folded sheet with instructions. There is also a decal from Mastercraft for the Thunderbird's aerobatic team. There are some doubts about the quality of the decal, so that it does not tear during the application process. The second instruction is from the same set, which I have already assembled before and have not yet painted. As you can see, the plastic is a different color and I had to putty and sand the joints a bit. Also, the stitching had to be cut, because it was external. Here I slightly improved the cockpit. Let's return to the review. The quality of the castings is not bad, although the mold was made quite a long time ago. Minimum grid, plastic is quite soft, external imitation of seams. Detailing is minimal, so the modeler will have to finish the little things with his own hands. The cockpit light is provided with one detail, which will have to be installed on the putty. It is transparent, but for a 3 out of 5 points. Let's compare the geometric dimensions of the two models. The parts of the wing have almost identical dimensions. They can be compared in more detail only by separating them from the frames. Fuel tanks are slightly different. The fuselage already has a bigger difference, especially when comparing the tail of the model. You can find out which model is more accurate only by comparing it with the drawing. A bonus is the old, original decal, which has already yellowed a little, but it can still be used, especially when there is a need to make an aged, sunburned model. In my opinion, the better model is from IOM-Kit. It can be used to make various versions, but for the L-39M version, you cannot use a container with a machine gun. Here is a brief overview of the two models. Soon there will be a video on their assembly and painting. See you.